Hey everyone, welcome back. So Tuesday night, Bitcoin is down, obviously. Bitcoin along with the miners are down, but there's some other things I want to talk to you guys about as well. So a couple things to talk about is one, it looks like possibly retail is out of Bitcoin, at least since summer, at least Will Clement is kind of pointing that out a little bit. So I want to take a look at that, see what's going on with that as far as why are retail investors out of Bitcoin and are they going into other coins in the market. So we'll take a look at that. And then also, obviously, we've had longs getting leveraged again and getting basically wrecked today. They got a little overextended, I guess, and we had the market come back down. So we'll take a look at that as well. And then first we'll take a look at the miners, see how they finish out the day. It's been a rough day for them. It's been a rough day for them for the past couple of weeks. Yesterday we had a nice day, but they didn't last long. So let's take a look at what we got going on here. So Bitcoin is at 47,897 right now. It is up a little bit in the last hour or so after the changeover to the new day for it. It obviously finished down. Basically, the last 24 hours it was down. Let's take a look at it. I think it was down like almost 5.5% or something like that. We'll take a look at it here where we were, and we finished up down here. So we were at the lowest. We were about 7%. Yeah, 7% on the day that we were the lowest. So obviously a rough day for Bitcoin, and then obviously the rough day for the miners. So we did get kind of faked out here as far as a potential run up. And the reason for that is if we look at the Bitcoin liquidations here, we can see on the chart here that yesterday 27, we had a pretty big spike in the longs. And on the green here, you can see it. And that has obviously, every time that's done that, it has caused the price of Bitcoin to come down. People are getting liquidated because of the long positions and over leveraging. So that's obviously not a good thing. So if you are over leveraging yourself on Bitcoin long, doing a long on it, we're going to keep getting this until everybody kind of calms down a little bit, I think. And we're just going to keep going down. Or if we get too overextended on the shorts, we're going to see obviously a spike to the upside. So something to be mindful of, something we got to watch out for. And let's take a look at Ethereum here really quick as well. So Ethereum is at 3,825. It has obviously fallen below our support here. It is not anywhere near the low that we reached here a couple weeks ago at 3,580. But we are still below our support. So it looks like our current support is right around this line here at 3,750 or so. And we'll see if it continues going up or we're going to go down. I think on Bitcoin, we do have the possibility, as some are saying, that we could go down to the 44,000 mark. I have it set at 44,800 for the support here. If we go below our current support line and the little dotted green line, which is 47,000, if we fall below it, that's I think where we're heading. And then if we fall below this, then 40,000 is definitely in play before everything kind of calms down in the market here. So let's take a look at the mining stocks here really quick, which should be right there. Okay. So Argo was way down, 5%, down to 133. Bitfarms was down 12.5%, down to 521. Cleanspark was down almost 10%, down to 1101. Digihost was down 7% to 504. DMG was down to a little bit over 2%, down to 69. Hive was down almost 9.5% to 279. HUD8 was down 12.6%, down to 770. Iran was the only one that was up on the day, was up 6%. There was no news or anything like that that would give it a reason to go up. So, kind of interesting there. Mara was down 10%, almost 11% to 35.14. Mawson was down 3.3% to 703. And Riot was down 8.5% to 23.65 on the day. So we'll see where everything goes from here. There isn't a lot of hope right now, especially with Bitcoin, where it's at right now. So we'll have to see if possibly these guys here, get things settled a little bit and hopefully don't overextend themselves on the long side too much. Next story that I wanted to go over with you guys is from Will Clement. Will Clement tweeted about an hour ago, retail interest in Bitcoin is pretty much gone since the spring. Big boy's running the show right now. So here's why he thinks that. He provided 4 graphs for us from Glassnode. So here's the first graph. This one is total transaction fees. You can see since about June or so, perhaps even after July a little bit, you can see that the Total transaction fees have gone way down in Bitcoin, and before this, he was thinking that this was driven by retail investors, whereas now it is mostly basically big boys on the street driving the price of Bitcoin, whether it's up or down. And you can see the transaction fees here have come way down, and this is usually driven by a lot of buying, whether it's you're buying $500 worth of Bitcoin or $1,000. The more transactions you have, this is going to drive obviously the transaction fees. Then on the next chart here, he's showing us Bitcoin total transfer volume breakdown by size, entity adjusted, so 70 moving average. So this is the volume that he's seeing, volume of 0 to 1,000 basically on the Bitcoin. And we saw this huge run up here in the first half of the year, basically through May and June. And then it just has come way down where basically the retail investors have lost pretty much interest in Bitcoin and have possibly moved on to other coins. We've had a little bit of a spike here as the price has gone up, but we obviously haven't reached the highs that we reached here back in March, April, and May. And then on the next chart, if we look at it here, this is the Bitcoin total transfer volume breakdown by size, and indeed adjusted 70 moving average. So this is the volume of 1,000 to 10,000, and you can see that as well has pretty much gone way down to a low in August, and then has come back up a little bit as the price has obviously moved up. But it's still nowhere near where it has been in the beginning of the year. And then on the final chart, you can see here volume, Bitcoin total transfer volume breakdown by size. So this is the volume 10 million plus. And you can see how this is actually spiking up higher. So big money is moving the Bitcoin price right now. It's not the retail, the little guys. And I think the little guys have basically moved on someplace else. So I want to take a look at what has transpired since it's pretty much the end of the year now anyways. So I wanted to see how Bitcoin has done for the year, Ethereum has done for the year, and then how have the other coins have done for the year. My theory is that obviously with the Bitcoin price getting to where it's at right now, where it's at close to 50,000 and went up to 69,000, regular people that were investing in Bitcoin before just don't see the upside potential like they do with some of the other altcoins that could get them 1,000, 10,000% returns. So they went to those coins, leaving the Bitcoin to basically hedge funds, retail, not retail investors, but to the street investors and things like that. So let's take a look at the numbers here. So Bitcoin on year to date is only up 62.57%. Ethereum did a lot better, obviously. It was up 423%. And then Binance was up 1,300% up. Tether was down. Solana was up 10,000. So Solana has done obviously the best year so far. Cardano was up 700%. And what else do we have here to round it up? XRP was up 262 and Terra Luna was up 13,000. And then finally, the number 10 spot, Polkadot was up 239% on the year. But if we flip it to the actual year-to-date percentage gains, we can see that Gala, for instance, was up a huge percentage. It was up 46,335%. Had you bought $1,000 worth of Gala at the beginning of the year, you would be up to, what would that be, 463,000 on that. Huge increase, obviously. Had you bought 2,000, you'd be almost a millionaire on it. X Infinity is a game where you can actually make money on it. A lot of people are doing that, so I can see that. Gala, I'm not sure about Gala. I have to look into what's going on with them, what their premise is. And then obviously the Sandbox is Metaverse. Polymatic was up 14,000, so Sandbox was up 16,000. X Infinity was up also 16,500 roughly. Then you got Terra Luna. Luna was up huge. Obviously it's number 9, so we saw that. Phantom was up 13,261. Solana was up 9,000. Cadena was up 8,724. Harmony was up 5,555 for the year. And then Decentraland, which is also another kind of like a metaverse play, is also up 3,954. So you can see that obviously these guys have well outperformed, and you can also see the market cap has obviously grown on those. So number 1 out of all of these would be probably Solana, which is up 55 billion in value. So it's gone up way in value. So a lot of money has been transferred over to Solana, possibly from Bitcoin, along with the other ones here. So what does that actually mean for us? I think we're at the mercy right now of the big boys. If they want to make the price go up, they're going to make the price go up. If they want it to go down, they're going to get it lower at price. And hopefully, I think what they're trying to do is possibly kind of scare out the little guys here to basically leave their Bitcoins behind, and so they can get them at a lower price. if you do hold Bitcoins, this is just my recommendation, not financial advice. Do as you will. I have a little bit less than 2 Bitcoins. I'm going to hold on to them. I mean, I may pick up a little bit here, a little bit or more when Bitcoin price drops down. But other than that, I'm not going to be trading it. It'd be crazy to trade it right now, especially if they do especially if Bitcoin does go up to, like they're saying, 200,000, 300,000, possibly a million in 5 to 10 years. That's going to be my retirement, basically. I'll just hold on to it for now. I don't need it, and we'll see how it goes from there. But same thing with Ethereum. Ethereum, obviously, I think has a better potential than Bitcoin to go up. If Bitcoin goes up 4x, I think Ethereum can go up 10x, 10, 15x possibly. There's a lot more things that can be done with Ethereum, obviously, and with Ethereum 2.0 coming online, I think there's more potential there, I think, for an upside. But like everything else, Bitcoin has just gone too high in price for the retail investor to feel like they can actually have a huge gain on it going forward. So they're going into all of these altcoins and metaverse plays and things like that, NFTs, where they think they can make more money going that way. And that's leaving us with basically the big boys playing in the Bitcoin market right now. So those are just my thoughts on it. Let me know what you guys think on it. Obviously, a lot of stuff going on. And then the miners are basically at the mercy of the big boys now. Retail, it looks like retail does appear to be out. So we'll see how that plays out. So we may see some also manipulation in the market. Possibly, I don't know, somebody wants to get Bitcoin lower, they're going to get it lower. Or if they want to get the miners cheaper, they're just going to drop the price on Bitcoin, Bitcoin goes down 10%, the miners are going to go out down 20, 25%. So they get a discount on it and they can write it back up if they wanted to. So that's just me being a little cynical right there. But yeah, that's it. Let me know what you guys think, obviously. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's not the greatest news, obviously, that you wanted to hear, but it is what it is. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, bye.